That's a question we hear a lot. When you own your car, especially if you're doing like a 60-month note, 72-month note, you don't actually own your car. You're still paying the note to whatever bank, Acura Financial Services, whatever bank that you're actually financed with. A lease is very similar to that. For example, a lease is a shorter term. It's a 36-month term as opposed to a 60 or 72-month term. With that, your average American trades about every 3.5 years. So leasing puts you into a better cycle of when the average American is actually going to trade the vehicle, not the 60 or 72-month note. Also, you don't know what's going to be coming down the pipe. You don't know what the used car market's going to look like in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the road, things of that nature. With a lease, if the used car market is very soft, you can just go ahead and turn your lease in and just be completely done with your lease and don't have to worry about it. You have no negative equity as long as you're not over on your miles, and you can decide to go with hopefully another Acura product or any other manufacturer in the United States that you want to, and you wouldn't have to worry about having negative equity in your trade. So that's a question we definitely hear a lot as far as I don't own my vehicle. Well, you don't own your vehicle when you're basically paying the bank the note as well. Buying a car is beneficial if you're going to keep your car for a long period of time. I mentioned that average American trades about every 3.5 years. There are some people that keep their cars every 10 years. So if you're going to keep your car that long, it may be beneficial for you to buy. Leasing may not be for you. You may not want to do this every 3 years. That would be a good example when it's a good time to buy if you're going to keep it for a long period of time, not worried about what the car's going to be worth in 3 years or so. A lot of people say, well, I drive too many miles. That's not really the case with a lease. You can buy up to 33,000 miles a year on your lease. And the people that are driving a lot, as far as your pharmaceutical reps, people that are in sales, things of that nature, they always think they can't lease. And I actually think that's a good reason to lease, because those folks are in 2 or 3 years are going to be out of factory warranty. You're going to have to make whatever monthly payment you're making every month, plus whatever repairs you're going to be able to make to the car, because it's going to have so many miles on it. You're going to have just normal maintenance stuff that you're going to have to handle at 60, 75, 90,000 miles. You may have to do a timing belt at 100,000 miles. With a lease, you're not going to have to worry about any of those things, because it's going to be covered. We can sell you a warranty to wrap you with the lease, and you're good to go for the 3 years. You don't have to put any money down. We run a lot of specials with 0 down. The good thing about a lease, if you do put money down, is it's a shorter term, so your money does more work for you. For example, if you put $1,000 down on a lease, typically it affects your payment $30 a month, whereas opposed to a 60-month loan, it only affects your payment $20 a month. So that's basically your money working for you. But if you wanted to do what we call a sign and drive lease and come in here with no money down, you can absolutely do that.